there's a lot in there. There's a lot to make your stay comfortable while you're here. What's up, guys? Erudite Trucker here, back with another video. And I'm actually on my 34-hour reset break right now. And I stopped at one of TMC's terminals here, and I'm actually in Brownsburg, Indiana. TMC has several company terminals, the largest of which is the headquarters in Des Moines, Iowa. And I would say that this one here in Brownsburg, Indiana is the second largest. There is also a terminal in Joplin, Missouri, and the final one in Columbia, South Carolina. Now, this one here is pretty nice. It has a lot of amenities. They have a lot of things going on. I want to give you guys a tour of the area. For any drivers who have not yet been here, or anybody who is interested in driving for TMC, this will be one of the places that you will come to eventually. I don't believe that you'll come here for your training. I think they have you guys go to Des Moines, Iowa, like I did, or Columbia, South Carolina for actual training. But this is one of the terminals where you can come to get your truck serviced, or if you need to get some paperwork, if you're stopping through, some administrative paperwork that you need to fill out while you are doing your deliveries. So without further ado, guys, let's get a walk around and I'll show you how nice the place is. All right, guys, as I said, there's a lot of things going on at this terminal. There's a whole lot of amenities. It's like a one-stop shop. As you can see over there, we have our mechanics bay. It's pretty large, where all the tractors and trailers get serviced. This is where you'll come when your truck needs to get routine maintenance every so many thousands of miles that you run. You can also get fuel additives for the winter in there as well, and any other little add-ons that your truck might need. Or if you're an oversized or heavy hauler, you can get extra lights added to your tractor if you need specialized things like that. And I'm sure there's a whole lot of other things that I'm unaware of that they can do, but pretty much everything that your truck would need to have done to it can be done here. I mean, this is a pretty large bay. I mean, like I said, outside of Des Moines, Iowa, this is like the second largest terminal that we have here. And they have on-site fuel pumps as well. And I have actually only fueled up at these one time before. That was like a couple of years ago when I first started. And I do believe that they have DEF pumps as well that you can utilize here, but I know for sure that they have diesel pumps, so you can fuel up here when you come to get maintenance, or you're just passing through for the weekend like I am. There's a vacuum cleaners there, so you can clean your truck out. And that's another thing, when you come here to get your truck serviced for your routine maintenance, you have to clean your truck, like make it showroom pretty. So the truck needs to look just as clean and fresh as it would if it just came off of a Peterbilt lot. Like, that is company standard, expected for you to do. And also over there on the far right, there is actually a built-in truck wash there. So you can come here, get your truck fueled up, you can get it washed and leave the lot looking excellent. And that is awesome. It's very, very convenient, especially for somebody in my situation that is passing through here for the weekend. So I'll be able to get that done before I leave to get parked up on Sunday. And as you can see, we have plenty of trucks over there that they are getting ready for new drivers, so they can come out here and start their driving career or keep it going coming from somewhere else. Yeah, plenty of chrome as far as the eye can see. As we're on the opposite side of that mechanics bay that you saw, and this area over here is where you're going to be parking your truck when you're waiting your turn to be serviced, or if you're just here hanging out for any amount of time. It'll be right around here. There's a couple of rows, the one you can see here, and then there's another row behind that, up against the tree line, where you could park your truck. And as I said, in the mechanics bay, they do all kinds of things. Like they'll put on your truck lettering. You'll put your name on your truck if you would like to have your name written on the side, or if you're a military veteran, they can put your branch of the military in there on the side of your truck as well, if you would like. One of the things that I really enjoy doing when I stop through any of the terminals is when I'm taking a stroll like this, I like to go through and look at other drivers' loads to see if it's something that I've never hauled before, and see how they're securing it. Like, I've seen a couple of trailers out here since I've been here that have some freight that I'm not familiar with at all. So it's always helpful to learn something new, even if it's just getting a glance at something fresh. It can only make you a better driver. That way at least I'll have some familiarity with it before I get started, or at least it won't be completely foreign to me. But let's go ahead and take a walk inside the driver's lounge, and I'll show you what we have going on in there. It's a really nice sunrise too. Guys, when you're walking around through the area, making your way anywhere on site, make sure that you're staying on the pavement. Do not walk on the grass. I know some people joke about that, and it may sound kind of weird if you're not familiar with TMC or company policies, but if you're at any terminal, they do not want you to walk on the grass. And if you are a trainee, say in Des Moines, Iowa, or Columbia, South Carolina, and they catch you walking on the grass, they might send you home. So make sure you keep your feet off of the grass. And I think that's the logic behind it, at least from what was expressed to me in the past, is that if the company can't trust you to follow instructions as simple as not walking on the grass, how can they trust you with all the other responsibility that comes along with maintaining and operating the truck and everything else that you have to do as a driver? So just keep that in mind. And they spend a lot of money on landscaping out here, I'm sure. So make sure you guys stay off of the grass. Pretend that it's lava, guys, like when you were kids. Stay on the pavement, off of the grass at all times. So let's go ahead and head in here to the driver's lounge and see what's up. We walk in, we have a driver's lounge here with some pool tables. You can see the couches and the big screen TV there. And you come over here, you can hit up the vending machines, and this is a little area where you can cook and have your coffee in the morning. As you can see, some of the guys made breakfast, some pancakes, and right there, a little cooking area where you can bring out your skillet underneath the microwaves. Or if you want to store some of your perishable items in the refrigerator there, that's fine. Just make sure that you clean up after yourself. They are very particular about leaving messes, so I'm sure somebody's going to come around later to get that. But if we move along, you can utilize the medical station there if you have a cut, any kind of injury. And let's step into one of my favorite sections here, the gym. Definitely gonna make sure I utilize that while I'm here. But as you can see, there's a TV, fitness bike, and a few treadmills, as well as an elliptical. You can come in here and make sure you get a good workout while you're waiting at the terminal or while you're stopping by to get service. And if you can see, or as you can see through this glass here, there is a patio in the back there. You can't really make it out so much here, but there's a barbecue grill back there and a few tables and chairs where guys go out there and grill out from time to time. And here we have one of the showers that you can utilize when you're here. You can see there's a toilet for you to use, and here's a shower here. Now, these facilities are always clean. Anytime that I've ever come to one of these terminals, TMC is very strict about keeping everything at the terminals clean and in top condition. So you won't come into one of these showers, whether you're here or in Des Moines, and have a nasty shower. They have maintenance crews come in and clean everything every day, so it'll be in good condition. And as a driver, when you're here, you're expected to uphold that same level of cleanliness. So don't come into one of these facilities, whether you're in the kitchen or you're out in the yard where the trucks are parked, or you're in the laundry room. Don't go in there and leave a mess. Make sure that you clean up behind yourself. So when you're in one of these showers, don't get some towels and leave your towels on the ground, or go shave over here and leave a bunch of your hair follicles all over the sink, or even worse, leave a mess in that toilet right there. Definitely, clean up behind yourself, and leave it in as nice of a condition as it was when you found it. That way you don't have anybody giving you a call later on from the company, telling you about the mess you made. Like, they don't have any cameras in the bathrooms, of course, but there are security cameras throughout the facility, and if you left a nasty enough mess, I wouldn't put it past them to look at the security cameras and see who the last person was to leave this specific shower that you're in before somebody complained about it being messed up. They might want to come around and ask you why you did that or something like that. So just do the adult thing, clean up behind yourself like you normally would. And there's another section you can walk around. There's the quiet room, and we're going to take a look in there and see how everything looks. I think there's somebody in there that's actually sleeping, which is what this room is for. You go here when people are out here socializing. If you want to go in here and just get some sleep and not be disturbed or socialize with anyone, you can go in here. There's a couple of lounge recliners and a TV in here as well. Somebody in there taking a nap, so we didn't want to make too much noise. But you can also walk down here, or we can check out the laundry room. So as you know, as a trucker, keeping yourself clean and not being filthy is a priority. And if you go to the truck stops, you're gonna have to pay to do your laundry. But when you come here to the terminal, it's complimentary. You get to use all the washers and dryers. They even provide detergent and dryer sheets. It's free of charge, so you can come here and do everything you need to do, from showering to exercising. The only thing that they don't provide here, at least as far as I know, they don't have like complimentary like food or snacks or something, unless maybe it's a driver appreciation week. Then I'm sure they bring things in for the guys that stop by the terminals. And around the corner, we will have our training room, where you can go and take your TQM classes, or the trainer classes, where if you want to become a trainer, you can come here for that, which I think is what those guys are in there doing right now. All right, we're back outside now, and I was trying to keep my volume down while I was inside showing you guys everything, just because I didn't want to disturb any of the guys that were in there trying to rest or having conversations. But there's a lot in there. There's a lot to make your stay comfortable while you're here. In addition to the things that I mentioned, you can also rent a car while you're here, a company car, and you don't have to pay. But most guys use those cars when they're gonna go to the grocery store or they want to stop at a restaurant while they're here. Now, don't get it confused. It's not like a car you can rent it and then, you know, be gone for like 3 hours before you bring it back. I wouldn't do that. It's like a, you know, let me go make a quick pit stop and come right back kind of thing. But still, that's more than enough. You know, you can restock, you know, your pantry. You know, if you need to get some food for your time out on the road. That's usually what I do. Anything else? I think I've showed you guys pretty much everything as far as inside the driver's lounge. I mean, there's a whole lot of stuff inside the mechanics bay that you guys would probably be interested in, but there are a lot of guys in there working. I don't really want to bother them with any of that. All the mechanics are in there keeping these trucks in top condition, so we'll let them do their job. But everything in there is really fancy looking, you know, compared to a lot of the shops that I've been to. Yeah, definitely, it's nice in there. This whole facility is really nice, and maybe in the future I'll be able to get a video for, say, the Des Moines terminal, because that one is larger than this one. They've also got like a hotel that you can stay in that's on site. Now, some drivers, when they come to these terminals, they will have a I believe like a shuttle bus that will take you to a nearby hotel, and I would assume that this one here in Brownsburg has a similar thing going on. But whenever I go to terminals, I don't really like to go to the hotels. In fact, I've never have done it outside of when I was in training, because when you check into the hotels, at least per the last time of me asking anyone about it, you know, you check in at a certain time, but you have to come back here to the terminal in the morning, unless you're paying for your own hotel. If you're going on company dime, you have to go there and then come back in the morning. But if you're paying for your own hotel, you can do whatever you want. So I prefer to just stay in my truck or in the driver's lounge if I'm here for service. That way I can just have all of my own amenities that I have in the truck, all of my food, my clothes, and all the things that keep me comfortable on the road are right there where I can get easy access to them. I don't have to worry about taking a travel bag to a hotel and being concerned with getting back to the terminal, you know, when they say my truck is finished or I'm ready to leave. It's just more convenient for me. Plus, I believe when you go to a hotel, on the company dime at least, I believe that they'll put you together with a roommate, so one other driver will be in the room with you. And I prefer solitude. You know, I want to be by myself. That's why I want to stay in my own truck with just myself and get time to socialize with other people when I feel like it. I'm definitely a keep to myself kind of guy. But yeah, I think that's pretty much the gist of what we have here. I mean, it's a pretty nice place, like I've said. I need to go hit up that gym, guys. So until my next video, I'll see you guys in the next one.